Hey guys, Saul here, back at you with a Bins challenge video. Courtney at Bolo Buddies has done this challenge. Thank you, Courtney, for including me in it. But if you type in hashtag binsbingo into the search bar, I'll show it right here. Search that, you can see everybody else's video as well. It's like a bingo card. I'm going to show the bingo card right here. So we're going to try and find all these items at the bins. And I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania right now doing the Bins challenge. I went all the way up here just for the Bins challenge. Just kidding. I went to the Saints game this weekend. So let's see what we can find. This is the first time I've ever been to this Bins in Pittsburgh. I've been to the one in Monroeville, which is now closed, unfortunately. My first item I find is a Christmas item. That little snowman is a Christmas item. So it puts one little red dot on my bingo card. Y'all saw that up in the upper right-hand corner. Putting a red dot like they do on real bingo, trying to make it somewhat, fun like bingo. There's a sports item right there. That is AJ Burnett. He was a pitcher for the Pirates at one point. Also pick up a plush. That's not a good plush. Don't ever pick that up, but it counts as a plush for this video. Also got a couple more items. That one had his broken arm, so I did not pick him up. I actually picked up one. I'd actually leave all three of those because they all had something wrong with them in some way or shape or form, or the sell-through rate wasn't there. But I'll leave those. Next, I think I get the clothing item right here. I think that's what this is. It's like a Maurice's little jacket or something. There's tons of clothes on the other side. This is split. Hard goods on one side, clothes on the other. You can see I got 4 dots so far. This is about to be another one. Kitchen item, the plates. I don't put the shoes on there right now. I don't mark those off because that's not a full pair of shoes. But I'm about to mark it off right here. That's 2 boots right there, shoes. I am limited on space, so I'm not going to pick up as much stuff as I normally would. There's media as well, JVC media. So I already got 7 items marked off my list right there. Good start for sure. That was within the first 30 minutes of being there. And there's a toy. I don't mark that off for toys, but I could have put that as toys as well. That was another plush. That one's way better than the last one. The last one was like a carnival plush. That could have been a household item, but I don't use that as my household item for this. That was like a pitcher you can pour out of. That could have been kitchen too, I guess. But yeah, most of these items are actually pretty easy to find overall. Didn't really have any issues finding them. That maybe could have been a craft item, like the wreath. That could have been the other holiday item as well, little snowman. I put that back. I think it said Toy Factory. Those are very hard to find sometimes, or very hard to sell. Toy Factory is not a great brand to sell. The next one I find is this one right here. That's what I use for my toy. It's a little Peppa Pig toy. So it's actually, an actual action figure. Instead of using plush, I figured I'd use an action figure for that. There's also some other plush in there as well. The Squeezamolls, for those, I've never really had too much luck selling them. Squeezamolls are ones that you lot up together and sell in a big group, but usually individually they're not really worth very much. So that's why I leave that behind. I don't pick it up there. There's a bunch of horses there as well. That could be toys as well. That is the doll. I find a couple other dolls as well in this video, but that one's the one I use for the doll to mark that off the list. So getting a decent amount so far. This is pretty quickly. That's a toy as well. Dale from Disney Cruise Lines. I do keep him. I'm bringing him on vacation with me because after this trip to Pittsburgh, I'm actually headed to somewhere else more tropical, way warmer than Pittsburgh was. The next item is this. I use this as my other holiday item. It's like it says I love you, so it could be Valentine's, it could be Easter, either one of those. There's the new item right there. That's a pump for a balloon, I believe, plastic balloon pump. And that is my linen item right there. So I got 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. I'm getting close to getting a bingo somewhere in there. There's a drum. I do actually bang on it in the store. They weren't too bad about filming. I've had some bins that said you can't film at all. This one didn't have the GoPro on my chest, obviously, so they probably didn't even see my phone recording, but I tried to do a decent job of recording and not making it look too obvious that I was recording anything. Here, I think I pick up another item here. This is an accessory. It's what I use as an accessory. A wallet. Can that be an accessory? I don't know. I choose that as my accessory for this one. Next up, I think I pick up a couple purses. No, never mind. The next item I pick up is this one right here. It's a household item. So that household item's like one you use. There's my first bingo. Straight down. Next up, purse right there. So mark off bag, purse right there. So I'm getting a lot of stuff really fast. We're 4 minutes into this video and I've already got probably over half the card done. Next up right here, that is a garage item. Tools. I consider tools to be garage items. Black & Decker. So definitely that's a tool item. Victoria, there's a toy for you. The Minion toy. I keep looking around. There's another doll right there. Some household stuff. At least that looks like household stuff. Maybe I'm not even sure what that would be. What would you consider that? Beats me. Some pillow, which wasn't on the list. This random snowman could have been a holiday. I don't even know what that was. Maybe I should have picked it up, taken the pieces out of it at least, and looked at it, but I passed that up as well. Next up, The new bins change, I think, is what I'm about to show here, maybe. Yeah, this is all the people looking. Try to find a little spot where I can creep in there and go. It wasn't too crazy. It wasn't Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee was the worst bins I've ever been to. People were literally doing crazy stuff there. But I look in here, and I think I find an item or two to check off the list. That was a vehicle I could have used, but I wanted to show one where I actually showed a little bit better of the vehicle, because I didn't show that one very well to you so you could see what it was. I think it was like a Caterpillar vehicle of some sort. I'm not sure exactly. But I think the item I pick up here is actually the battery operated item. So you're going to see in a second where I mark that off on the bingo list that I'm about to show. Let's see. I thought this was the battery operated item. Maybe it wasn't. The little cactus thing was kind of cool as well. It's also battery operated. But here's the battery operated item. Right there, you can see it needs batteries. So battery operated item for sure. The little cactus guy was also a battery operated item. I think I'm going to use him as well for the free space. So then I got another bingo going straight across right there. One down, one across. So we got 2 bingos so far, getting closer and closer to maybe getting a blackout. Isn't that what it's called? I think that's what it's called whenever you get all of them, the whole thing completed. Also, there's lots of plush there. Like I said, I'm limited on space because I actually buy a suitcase here to make sure I can fit all this stuff take all this stuff with me on vacation. There's another new bins change right here. There's my crafting item right there. Use that as crafting. Definitely can use that for crafting. You know, it's really good for crafting. There's another bingo. The inside is now done. So we got bingo. We got 3 bingos so far, 2 going straight down, 1 going across. So we got a couple items left to find to fill out my bingo card. Next up, I think I'm going to find Hulk right here. Yeah, Hulk Smash. I got Ty or TY Hulk Smash. That I don't pick up at it, even though it is media. Got another Hulk here, I believe. I think, yeah, 2 Hulks. Those will sell pretty well. If we can find some more of the superheroes, I'll put them together as well. There's my vehicle, crustacean vehicle. So I got the vehicle checked off. Getting closer and closer here. There, that is technically a costume. I didn't realize it when I was looking at it right there, but it was like a flapper costume. But I'm going to use a different costume for that on this video. That's a nativity, so that'd be another holiday item if I still needed it. But yeah, if you go to the bins for an hour or two, you should be able to find every single item on this list. It was pretty easy overall. And there's hat. Hat is on the list. And although that technically makes a bingo, I forgot to show it. So I showed that whenever I find the next item. This Disney mug I debated getting, but like I said, since I'm taking a trip on a plane, I don't trust that the breakables won't break. So I do leave that Disney mug for someone else to get and maybe try and resell if it's worth it. That's my suitcase I originally had. I upgraded it to a bigger one. I have a free checked bag going to my next destination. I was able to fit all my luggage on the carry-on. So I can just put all that stuff in the checked bag and have it sent there instead of having to ship it all back to myself. So for me, it's cheaper to do it that way than try and ship it back to myself. Some more plush sitting right there. I don't pick up any of those. I think I have, how many items did I have left on that list? And I just saw it. I think 2 or 3 items left on the list for me to find. There's the costume right there. And that's solely from Monsters Inc. or Monsters University, whichever one you want to use. So that's a good item there. That's a onesie. Don't use that if you list it on eBay. Don't say onesie. But I'm going to keep that, maybe, well, obviously wash it, and then see how it fits me. Maybe I'll use it. My niece loved that movie at one point. I don't think she does anymore. She changes movies like every other time we go see her. She has a new movie that she's watching. Last time it was Dinosaurs. Before that, I think it was Moana or Trolls or I don't know. Who knows what. But next up, I'm going to find a... Oh, this is something that's really interesting. I already picked up a clothing item, but this Machiavelli... There's one listed on eBay for $500. I don't think it's worth that much, and I couldn't find anything on WorthPoint or TerraPeak about it. So I think it's gonna go for like $50. I think that's the one I saw that maybe sold on some random site somewhere I saw it, but it was a cool item for sure. Black Elvis Tupac Machiavelli, I think is the brand. I don't know. It looked interesting, and I picked it up. I probably paid 50 cents to $1 for it, something like that. There's another doll, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So if you didn't like that first doll, there's another doll for you. Next up, jewelry. Finally found jewelry. Took forever to find jewelry. That was the hardest item to find, like I said, but I found it, so I can mark that off the list. That was also some new tag socks. I did pick those up actually. Might even just keep those for myself. Next up, bathroom spray. So we got one more bingo. We need one more item, a weird item. How do you define a weird item? I don't know. I went with 3 items that I have different explanations for. That one could have been weird as well. It looks weird to me. Is it to y'all? I don't know. What do y'all think's the weirdest item you've seen in this video? if you have one that you've seen in this video. I'm sure there was a lot of stuff there that was probably that you can consider weird. There's no new with tags item. Paw Patrol. Actually, that might have been, yeah, I think it was new with tags. But I think it must have been a grab bag. Here, I'm going to show you what I consider my weird items. That, I don't know why I considered that weird, but yeah, that's a bingo. So now I got every single one. The LSU one, I considered it weird because it's weird to find LSU Tiger stuff in Pittsburgh. That guy, I already used him, so I can't really use him for the weird part, but I already filmed this before I started doing the voiceover and deciding what item I was going to use for what. What does that mean? Like, is that just home is where the heart is? Like, I don't know. It means something like that. But here is my final summary. I got a blackout completed. So I did complete the blackout, guys. Thank you for watching, for coming along for this adventure. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. And don't forget to share your favorite item I found. Mine would probably be that Machiavelli Tupac Black Elvis. And subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. I do a lot of what sold and plush hauls and other kind of hauls. Thanks for watching.